This time on Shed by the Tracks, we head out of town to Alburnett, Iowa for a Father's Day car show. We successfully make a simple job way harder than it should be. Our first big-time celebrity commercial. And how not to drain a fuel tank. All that and more this time on Shed by the Tracks. Well, glad to see you could make it. We've got a full plate this episode. Yes, we are jam-packed with all kinds of tomfoolery. So let's get to it. Let's not put it off. Let's go. Here we are. Is it backed off all the way?
I think so. Yeah.
I'll just say that we're headed to a car show in Alburnett. This year we're taking the Buick instead of the Model T. So we'll take some video there and hopefully I can round up a hot dog somewhere. Just do whatever you want. Do whatever feels good.
Then I put it down.
Yeah.
No. Phone's ringing. Yeah. Probably spam likely trying to get a hold of you.
I almost hit a train here once.
Really?
No, not here. It's one road over.
Oh.
Yeah, in wintertime. Oh, that's not too bad.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
Can you believe this is all paved road?
I don't know if I ever saw it not paved.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, none of these were paved when I was a kid. They were all rock roads.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how accurate the speedometer is, but it says I'm doing 40.
Yeah.
Is that what it feels like, or does it feel like we're going a little faster?
Maybe a little faster.
I think it's because of them taller tires.
That could be. Whatever it is, it sure likes doing it. Might as well stay there.
This seems perfect.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like it's laboring or, either way.
Right.
We're staying on the cold side. We're still charging.
Good.
Normal oil pressure. And there's a road.
Oh, that was the road?
Son of a bitch.
Ah! Well, it looks like something goes this way. Stuff. It was acting like it was running out of gas.
Because after we put some in the other night,
Yeah.
the next day on Sunday,
Yeah.
I stuck that little white tube down in there again.
Yeah.
And got gas on it.
Okay. Said you're doing 28. That's pretty
Well,
on.
that's pretty close.
That's pretty on.
Quit waving.
Quit waving. Drive your truck.
Seen an old car before? And it's stuck on the tracks.
Oh boy. Hopefully it's got full coverage. Oh, hey, you can loop right through there. They won't even know you showed up.
Can I go right there?
Yeah.
Entrance only.
Entrance only. You're entering. All is well. There, save 20 bucks. Look at that. Ooh, can park next to that sweet Fiero.
We're gonna park by the truck guy. We got access to shade over here.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, got me beat by a few years. I got the 26 luxurious model.
Yours is luxurious. I see it last year.
Oh,
Mine didn't make it last year. This year he's here finally.
oh, is this yours?
Yep.
Oh, that's beautiful. What's this engine?
It's a Mitsubishi K3D out of a Toro lawnmower. 21 horsepower, 3-cylinder diesel.
No kid. God, I love this gearbox.
That's a Cushman 3-speed transmission out of a Truckster.
Yeah.
And I chain driven over geared. It's actually down geared right now. I want to go 1-to-1.
Okay.
And I've got a one brake built into there. That's my foot brake.
Okay.
And then it goes up. There's another brake on the front side of the, up there, in front of everything. And then it goes directly to the drive shaft going up the back.
Oh man.
So I got two brake systems. This is the hand brake right here. That pulls the front brake, and then I got my foot brake on the chain. This way, if the chain ever breaks, I still have a brake.
So I'm assuming this goes fast enough to scare you to death.
About 35.
Oh really? Oh okay.
I need to change this gear here. Right now it's geared down. I'm
Yeah.
going 17 to 20, I think. If I'd go 17 to 17, I think I'd get around 40 mile an hour.
I like how you've laid everything out. This is awesome.
Yep. Everybody asks about 3 shifters. Brake, reverse, first, second, third. Rather than H-pattern it.
Oh, I like what you've done here with the suspension.
Quarter lift, no, 3,500 pound trailer axle.
I
springs.
toyed with the idea of this kind of thing, but I never committed to it. I went ahead and made whatever you call them.
Transverse setup.
Yeah, made those.
See, I went quarter on back.
Stiffened it up.
I went quarter front and back.
Okay.
These are full. I used the full spring. Just took one leaf out of them.
Okay.
The trailer axle springs.
Yeah.
And then I just
Reverse.
attached it so it wouldn't bounce. So you don't
Second
lose your
stick,
camber.
second.
Sure. Yeah.
Caster or
Yeah.
whatever. And then the back here, I just cut them in half.
Oh,
So I
okay.
used the back
All right.
half, split them in half.
Yeah.
So I got half the spring. Then I notched those so when you hit, it's not pulling on the transmission.
That you've made full.
Hell of a job.
Hell of a job.
All the battery and everything's hidden inside the cabin here.
I see.
Fuel pump, battery, everything's inside there, so you don't see it.
Well, I didn't bring mine this year. I brought my Buick instead.
I was also see it. I see it last night.
You saw her. It's right here. Thanks for showing me around it. That's awesome.
Packerley's chips are all natural, healthy and free-range potato chips. There's no need to worry about the quality of our ingredients, mealworms or rat droppings.
How do you know?
Because it's a Packerley's, now with 40% less mercury. Packerley's chips.
Well, we got a little job today. I got a new ground strap because one that's on there is the gauge of it is for a 12 volt. 6 volt systems just don't like them. So we're gonna put this on. Yeah, 1 bolt. How hard can it be? Yeah. We're in real trouble now. Okay. I don't know if you can see what's going on or not. Boy, I really smell gas in here. A little bit leaking there. I don't know what that's... I probably ought to check that out. That'd be a wise thing to do. All right. Well, we're gonna try to put that on there. Welcome to open mic night at the car repair place. I think even I can handle this. These, I've probably said it before, but these 6 volt batteries, they don't like small, delicate battery cables. They just can't push enough juice through there. Man, I think I'm gonna have to do a little rebuild job on that carburetor. That carb, it seems to be weeping a little bit of gasoline. Okay, got that off. Now can I reach this one? I could go get a socket and a ratchet, but you know, they're way inside the garage. And that's a good 10 feet from here, so I'm gonna go ahead and fiddle around with this long boxed in wrench. Okay, there it is. 1 12 volt cable. Yeah. I wonder if I shouldn't clean that up. Let me get some sandpaper and sand that off good. I wonder if my headlights in my camera bag. I think one of my next jobs is going to be suppose it better be working on these windshield wipers. Now, is that how that has to lay to go in here, right? Or what? Oh, that looks pretty good. Yeah. Now I need to find a, I need to get a heavier gauge positive deal. There we go. Yeah, now let's do this one. Is that nice and clean? Yeah, that's nice and clean. One more, snap it off. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah. That's some fine automotive repair there. There you go. Down there and over to there. That looks like the day she came out of the factory. See if it cranks it over a little better.
Here in Canada, the only potato chips we like to eat are Pacoly's chips. They are low in rodent hair and mouse droppings. And now they have 40% less mercury, so you won't get fat.
Pacoly's.
Okay, well, today we're starting something that I haven't been looking forward to, but it must be done. Hang on. Runny nose. Old man with a runny nose. Got one of these. Let's get it out of the bag. We'll edit this part. Float. And this. See if we can make this fuel gauge work, because it's a travesty to drive it around without a fuel gauge. It's just not going to work. So I'm sure the one that's in it's the original, so we'll do that. Looks pretty straightforward, getting down under there and taking it out, but you know, what could possibly go wrong? About 500,000 things. Yeah. So we'll put this back in the box. Now, this tank underneath there, up toward the front, it has a drain plug, okay? Boy, that could go sideways really quick, you know, fiddling around with that drain plug. So I bought this, and this is one of them gas and oil suckers like they use to change oil with now. Instead of taking the plug out, they stick it down the dipstick hole and scoop all the oil out that way. I don't know. I'm going to get the most of the gas out of the tank with this. At least that's the plan. Because I just, you know, I don't want to screw up that plug. and it's not leaking now. And you know, if I touch it for any length of time, it'll start leaking. Yeah, because that's just the way it works. Okay, well, let's get to it. All right, we're gonna try pumping the gas out of the tank now. We'll see how my Harbor Freight pumper works. As usual, I'm having a few issues. We'll come back to this. Okay, well, I've got gas getting into the can, but it's not siphoning like it should. You know, I didn't pay a lot for this pump, so I'm not real shocked that I'm having trouble. But if I pump it, I can get gas out of the tank. So I guess I'm just gonna have to pump the damn thing until the gas is out. So, you know, live and learn. This only has to work once. So, yeah. I gotta have a break. All right. I think we've got about as much gas out of there as we're gonna get. We're up on the jack stands and whatnot, so we should be fairly safe. This doesn't come down too much further. This right here is that's our objective. Try to get that cleaned off and get that loose. Try is the operative word. I think I'm gonna just do this and then come back to you, because if you know gas squirts out there, I really don't want it getting on my camera. Probably won't, but you know, yeah. Man. Okay, I'm shutting you off. Yeah, this is not what we wanted. Yeah. I just touched that plug in there and it just disintegrated. God, I hope there ain't much more gas in there. Okay. Yeah, I made quite a mess under here. It's just the last little dribbling out now. So, what a disaster. I knew it was coming. I knew this wouldn't go smoothly. Just knew it. So, yeah, this might be all I get done today is take the gas out of this tank. Because I'm thoroughly disgruntled. Alright, well, here's what's left of that plug that was in there. I assume this was on this somehow. and this drew it up tight and bulged that out. I'm sure glad that didn't happen going down the road. That would have sucked. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I assume that plug is threaded and they didn't have a thread that would fit it, or stripped it out, or some frickin' thing. Okay, here we go. More laughs. All right, here's our next hurdle to get through. Beds don't look too bad. We'll see if this can explode in my face. You know, end up costing me more money. Here we go. Okay, I think we better try some. Let's try this one. I've been soaking these for days, but you know, that didn't make any difference. If this was the Discovery Channel, they would be loose by now. Oh, that one's coming off. I wonder if those go right through the floor of the trunk. Oh man, that one's just not gonna go. Let's try something else. Okay, good news. Got this one loose. Put a pair of vice grippers on there. And that's not nearly long enough, is it? Okay, well, I guess we'll do it the old-fashioned way. This way. This can't take more than, I don't know, 2-3 days. I'm never going to be ready for SEMA. Somebody else is going to get all the big trophies. I'm fired. That's taking forever. You don't need to see this. I don't need to see this. Actually, I think this is a job for my latest junk shop purchase. I got one of these. Yeah, $3. Yep, so I think that's a good job for it. Now, getting this son of a bitch down out of there, that ought to be a trick. I got to get this wire unhooked up here. That's my first job. And I wonder. Nope. A little bit bigger. Yep, that's it. Well, huh. That's interesting. There we go. We know how those go now. We'll clean them up. I don't know if you can hear anything or see anything or nothing. Okay. Oh, is it possible I'm actually going to have some luck doing something here? Got to make sure the camera's on, because this doesn't happen very often. Let's see, we don't want to ruin this wire. Oh, joy! Man, that doesn't look too bad up there. That's some real steel. All right. Oh, look at all that shit work. Yay! Thing I'm most interested in right at the moment, this bunghole. Oh yes. Yeah. It looks to me like there was something there, got broke off. Okay, well, we'll deal with it when we get to it. Okay, here we go. Boy, those just look like garbage. We'll see what happens. Well, you know, I can destroy it. Won't hurt anything. Yeah. Hopefully I can get those loose. We'll see. Well, it's something I didn't really notice right off the bat. I don't know how I missed it. This thing is taking a hell of a whack right here by something. This is, let's see, this is forward. Yeah, this is forward. And you can see I've kind of wiped that off. Somebody's done a solder job right there, and God only knows what that kind of looks like solder too, right there. But all this goop that they sprayed on the bottom of the car, some of it's stuck, some of it's peeling off. I'm kind of half-assed picking it off here, kind of, you know. I'm just going to leave it. Can't see it from the top of the car. If I start getting into this, it's going to be new tank time. I know it. And that's about 500 bucks. So, we're just going to clean it up, put in the new sending unit, put it back together, and send it down the road. Well, let's see what happens here. Are these brass or are these metal? These are probably brass, aren't they? No, I don't think so. Hang on. That's the handiest little thing I've bought in a long time. All right. Let's see what we got. What's the issue here? Oh, there we go. I don't know. Looks old. What can I say? It's not that great. But yeah, it's running before, it'll run now. This didn't even have a sock on it. You see that? Yeah. Where are we at? Not even a sock. This is aftermarket, this stupid thing here. Yeah, that's not right. Well, we'll clean all these up. I don't know anything. Well, got it in there, but we do have an issue on the old one over here. It just had a little dimple on the end. This has a fitting like it would have been originally. So we gotta come up with something that'll go in there that we can hook a hose to. Yep, that's what we gotta do. Lovely. I better roll this so it's not in my way.
That building wasn't there when we were growing up. I think this is Darren and Ron Lilly's, well, it'd be Ron Lilly's sister, and one of them Darren probably owns. Somebody put a big old metal building up there. Oh, look at that. They snuck in 2 houses between that one and Goss's.
Wow.
And Goss's, look at that huge barn they put back there by Goss's.
Holy cow. Here's where the old Grasshopper Bridge was.
Yep. Oh, now he's a beekeeper. He's got shitloads of beehives now.
There's Scott Blagan's house.
Yep. Where Weldon Katie
Yep,
lived.
built by my uncle.
Weldon, like a well-done steak.
Yeah.
Look at all that firewood that dude's got cut there. This bridge is new too.
Yeah. There's my fishing hole down there.
Look how overgrown and sad it looks, Andy.
Look how sad that. Whoa, man.
That is just sad.
Yep, I used to sit right down there on that pier all the time.
That was so much cleaner when we were kids and Ken Kelly was active.
Oh,
and
yeah.
do shit.
Yep.
Well, look at these metal barns right across the road from Ken's. Wow.
Oh, there's the old home place.
Yeah. That looks like somebody's
Hey, the
garage
barn's down. The garage is down. Yep. I helped him plant all these oak trees, or walnut trees down through here.
Somebody threw a little tin building in there. Somebody's got a big fancy mansion back there somewhere.
Yep.
And another one here somewhere. Oh, it's right down here. Right there's the gates to the marketplace. Man, this used to be sand when we were kids. Sand road.
Yep.
It's amazing.
This is Boots's place down here, right?
No, they lived over on the other side of the creek, over on that dead end.
Well, who was this?
You know, I don't really remember, but I can show you right where Boots lived.
Oh yeah, over there.
Yeah, on that dead end.
Yeah.
Man, that
Well,
house
that's
looks
abandoned.
like shit. Wow. I've been in that house a bunch when I was a kid because
Really?
my folks knew the people that were renting that.
Well, thanks for watching. I hope it wasn't too painful. Good to see you all. I just want to thank you all for always showing up and commenting and subscribing and sending me money to just blow on nonsense. Let's see, what else? There's a whole bunch of things you're supposed to say at the end of one of these videos. I never can remember them all, so, you know. Just watch somebody else's video, see what they say at the end, and then just imagine it's me saying it, okay? Alright, well, we'll see you all the next time. Don't forget to subscribe, and there's a place you can donate. Oh, and you can go buy my garbage. Yes, I have lots of overpriced crap. It's stacking up in the warehouse. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So we'll have something right in this area here that shows cups and t-shirts and, you know, a multitude of things that you just really don't need. But, you know, it'll help me out if you buy them. So we'll see you all the next time. Bye-bye.